walking in the street, women in the street, yeah. This is how I roll. Animal print pants out of control. It's rainbow with a big afro. It's like Bruce Lee rock at the club, yo. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out. When I walk in the spot, this is what I see. Everybody stops and they're staring at me. I got passion in my pants and I ain't afraid to show it. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
How's it going today, everybody? And it's time for our very first Top Hat review. And today we're reviewing the 2017 Camaro 2SS Redline Edition. Now this Camaro comes with factory blacked out taillights, which all the Camaros should come with as far as I'm concerned. It's got the Recaro seats on the interior, comfy as hell, much comfier than the ones that I sat in the past. They hold you nice, they feel good, they're just all around, you know, a good quality seat. And it also comes with this, well, maybe not all of them, but this particular one comes with this very nice silver paint job. And also it has these awesome Redline decals. And on the sides, they actually have on the decals the little Camaro emblem, you know, inside. It looks really, really cool. And as you can see on the decals, as it shimmers off the sun, you can see all the little Chevy Camaro emblems that are repeating in the hash marks. Look really nice. And as do all the other Camaros, they have this really aggressive front end. And in this one, the 2017 one, they've got red outlining the lower, the lower part of the fascia. Also, for the fact that it is the Redline edition, and they're also supporting, the LED lights on the sides, and also the very beautiful new headlight design for the 2016 Plus models. A new feature are these really cool rims. Now, there's nothing different from these in the stock ones other than the fact that they put the red lines on them, and it makes them look really cool if you ask me. Another cool feature are the blacked out side mirrors. One would think that, maybe the body color would be perfect, but the blacked out ones look really, really nice on here. And as I said previously, these have factory, the blacked out taillights, which look awesome. And another feature on here that I failed to mention is the black strip right behind the Chevy bow tie emblem, which is an homage to days of the past where, in the 60s, and I don't know if they did it in the 70s, but I'm pretty sure it was the 60s that they would put the black stripes, on the higher sport models. And this particular one comes with the MPP dual mode exhaust, which gets louder, as the sport modes change. And now here we have the 6.2 liter, 355 horsepower, 355 foot-pounds of torque monster. This new LT1 is incredible. They did a very good job putting this car together, and the motor, it's very stout, pretty powerful, and the power band is actually really good. It just likes to pull for days. It's just an incredible machine, and Chevy's always done a very good job with their motors. And let's not talk about the LS7 and its little braking issues, but this one so far has been a very good, very strong motor. Now the trunk space in here isn't that bad. It's 9.1 cubic feet. The biggest issue with this car is getting things in and out of the trunk. Sort of get a little tough with these, where the brake lights are. Sort of tend to get in the way a little bit. But, that's easily overcome. In mine, when I owned it, I was able to get my son's carriage in and out of the back, and it was a pretty one. It was one of the off-roading carriages, and what you do is just pop off the wheels, and the whole thing slid in just like this, wheels on top, and then pull it out in reverse. And in here you actually do have a little extra storage underneath, for a run flat system or car cleaning kit. And your battery is actually located right in there, behind that panel. Now let's try getting in. The interior of the car is actually really good as well. It's well laid out. A lot of the complaints that you get are from the radio and it being tilted downward, but it actually helps with the sun, and that's one thing that I really don't mind. This car, from a comfort standpoint, is not bad. Not bad at all by any stretch of the imagination. The steering wheel feels really good. You know, the rev match, another fantastic feature in this car. For those of us that aren't the greatest at heel towing, the rev match, even if you are good at heel towing, this rev match, you just can't keep up with it. It's just phenomenal. And like I said, these seats, wish I had them in mine. Let's give it a quick start. Really nice sound with that MPP exhaust. And that's in, I believe, the regular driving mode. Let's take a look and what it sounds like in some of the other modes. So now we're in track.
Vehicle is in demonstration mode. Connected by Star's high-speed 4G.
A little bit of a difference in the tone.
Star button to learn more.
Sorry, all the clickies and dings, it's starting up. And now we're in touring mode. As you can see, much quieter, but you definitely can hear the intake. Now we'll go back into sport mode, and it opens up a little bit louder. That was only up to like 2200 RPMs. And then now into track mode. Comes up much more alive. Now this car, as it sits, is $44,030. And the $36,905 standard vehicle price added on to that is the Redline edition of $2,345, which comes with the 20-inch painted aluminum wheels with the red accents, black painted mirrors, and some of the dealer options were black bow tie emblems, SS lower grille with red accents, the deck lid blacked out decal, hash mark decals, dark finish taillights, and premium carpeted floor mats with magnetic ride control, totaling $1,695. Also, there are the Recaro Performance front seats for $1,195 and exhaust dual mode performance for $895. Total options $6,130. Total vehicle price $43,035, with the destination charge at $995, bringing the total cost up to $44,030. You know, so I was a little incorrect when I was looking at when I was going through it at the beginning. I figured the Redline edition came with all those things, but apparently those are all things that you can order now from the factory for the new 2017. And you know what? This is a 1SS. I thought it was a 2. Maybe I should, pay attention and read this before I start the video. But yeah, no, it's really nice. It came out really good. I'm very pleased with it. So let's go take it for a quick ride.
Yo, when I'm at the mall, security just can't fight them all. And when I'm at the beach, I'm in the speedo, drowning down my cheeks. What? This is how I roll. Come on, ladies, it's time to go.
Now, when driving this car, this one happens to be a manual, it is so effortless. It drives so nicely, so smoothly. The gear shifts are great. You know, you always have the confidence. Oh, big bump. The confidence in when you're going in from one gear to the next. Now, I'm just driving around the lot right now. There are no plates on the car, but I will be taking it down one little side road that's directly adjacent to the building. Now, this car, I owned one, drives exactly the same as my other one. Had the same motor, had the same... Actually, you know what? I take it back. It did not have the magnetic ride, which this does. And you know what? I can actually feel the difference in the ride quality. It's a little bit smoother. as to where mine was a little bit more on the harsh side. It feels really nice. It's not bad at all. Now having driven one with the magnetic rod, and I wish that mine had it. But, you know, again, just, you know, apples to apples. If you're going to be driving the car, you know, hard all the time, it's actually not going to be too big of a deal. The car actually great under cornering. Unlike my Hellcat, this car, when you turn in a corner, you have the confidence that you're going to be able to get through the corner, and it holds together really well. And they do make an aftermarket strut tower bracing. I'm sorry, not aftermarket. Chevy does make a factory strut tower bracing for this vehicle, and it's actually really, really good. It's not bad at all. It rides a little bit better when you're turning corners. You're not going to notice too much of it. It's just a little bit. Again, I'm not going to drive this too much today. Like I said, I don't have any plates on it right now. I just wanted to get a quick review on it. The car actually has a very good turning radius. It does 3-point turns in 3 points, not 10, not 4, not 7, 3 points and you're done. And the backup camera actually helps out a lot too. The interior, as I stated earlier, is awesome, especially with these knob controllers for saving space and, you know, the sleekness of the dashboard. The back seat isn't too big, but it is big enough for a baby seat. I myself, when I drove it, had a baby seat in the back. My son is less than a year old, and it's a rear-facing seat. And you can get him in and out, or any other child, just by simply hopping in the back seat, folding the seat forward, putting him in, and taking him back out. It's not that big a deal. You could really do it if you wanted to. Especially if you have another vehicle, as maybe like your wife's has a daily driver that's more of a family car, and when you wanted to go out, you can daily drive this, and if you needed to take your family out in a pinch, as long as you don't exceed 4, you're good. Really, you are good, unless you're trying to go with 2 baby seats in there. Now then, that's where it may be coming to an issue. But overall, no complaints with this car. It's a very good platform. There's a lot of aftermarket for the car. Good bang for your buck. I mean, again, compared to what this compares with, you know, there are cars that are easily double this that can't do what this car can. But that's going to wrap it up for this review. So to go along with everything else that I've done in this review, why not the outro go wrong as well? So I had shot this whole outro at the dealership with Devin Brule, the gentleman that helps me out through the sales and whatnot. And basically set up, you know, the ability for me to do the car review. And guess what? The mic was not plugged in properly. So I literally had no vocalization throughout the entire last, you know, part for the outro. And, you know, to go along with every other issue that I've had throughout the video. You know, what a surprise. Well, in future videos, I do intend to take a little bit more care into watching the videos before I decide to move on to the next thing. And, you know, it took me hours to do, but I think apparently I need to invest a little bit more time. I want to put out good content, good videos, and good reviews. The car that I reviewed was the 2017 Camaro Redline Edition. It was provided by Salvador Chevrolet in Gardner, and all the information will be in the description below. So if you have any questions, any cars that you would like to buy or test drive, go there. They're located in Gardner, Massachusetts. Again, that's Salvador Chevrolet. Go down and see Devin and just let him know that Top Hat sent you. So until next time, be well, stay safe.